It's time to shop local. This is Shop Small with Sam on radio. Sam chats with local small business owners, shares product and service highlights, and keeps you up to date on what's happening around the community. Shop Small with Sam starts now on radio. Click, listen, smile.
Welcome to Shop Small with Sam. This is episode number 20. Can you guys believe it? Episode 20. Today, I'll be speaking with Kayla from Espresso Lane, based out of Upton, a mobile coffee bar available for pop-ups, events, and delivery. Welcome, Kayla. Hi, Kayla. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
How are you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm really excited.
Great.
Yeah.
Can you tell us about Espresso Lane and how you got started?
Sure. So Espresso Lane is a mobile coffee pop-up business where I travel to different places and different parties that are looking for kind of like an elevated coffee service, whether that's for their friends and family, for their employees, for an event, for anything that really thinks a coffee pop-up would be a good fit for their space.
So do you bring the coffees? Like, do you bring like a setup, like a cart and things, or are you just like bringing, like, making the coffees and things at home and then just delivering them?
So I bring everything. I have a coffee cart that was built. I had an awesome builder. I would love to give them a shout out. Heartwood Shop in Clinton, Mass. They built me a coffee cart, and they actually said that they do a lot of carts, but I was the first coffee cart that they built. So it was a little bit of a learning experience for them. And of course, this is my first coffee cart as well, so it was a learning experience for me. But they built me a cart that disassembles, and I can actually stack it all up into my RAV4.
Nice.
And then I take it with me, and I set up at the location that invited me for my coffee pop-up, and I bring all of my espresso making equipment, my beans, my milks, my flavors, my cold foam, and just try to give people an elevated coffee experience.
What made you decide to do this business? Like, what prompted you to be like, I want to start my own coffee mobile business?
So I love coffee. I love to drink coffee. I work full-time in a corporate job, so I wanted something that was a little bit different, a little happier, a little lighter. And like I said, I've always had a passion for coffee. I've always said I wanted to open a coffee shop someday. And I actually met with a coffee roaster, which is where I still currently get my coffee beans. And they were telling me that they started off as a coffee cart and that it was really successful for them. And I was like, you know what? That sounds like an awesome idea. I would love to give it a try. So I kind of just bought all of the equipment. I had a lot of the coffee making equipment as well, but bought a brand new espresso machine and just said, you know what, I'm going to give it a go, and started reaching out to businesses on Instagram and on Facebook and wherever would have me, and just kind of took it and ran with it from there. And it's been really fun, and it's been really great.
I hear you on the corporate side. I have a full-time corporate job as well. And I, the Shop Small with Sam and supporting small businesses has been like a passion inside for me that I'm hoping to also like grow as well, and kind of step away from the corporate, the fun. You've been in it.
I know the fun. And hey, sometimes it is fun, but I wanted something that started off as a little bit of like a hobby, and still feels like a hobby because I still really enjoy it. Like, it doesn't feel like work when I'm out there, and people are always really happy. And I love when people say, oh, this is the best coffee I had either ever or, this week. And it doesn't matter. It just makes me happy and brightens people's day, whether it's for the 10 minutes that they're drinking the coffee. Just makes me happy.
And you said you're working with a local like coffee, you said the person before that you're working with. So do you get the coffee from them to use in your coffees, or did you just know that person and just were talking with them before you started?
For the coffee beans? Yeah, I buy my coffee beans locally. Red Barn Coffee Roasters is where I get the beans. I live in Upton, so
that makes sense. Yeah, they're right there.
It felt nice to be able to say that I use a local roaster. I was actually surprised how many people asked me, where do you get your coffee beans? And for the first couple months, it was just all different places. It was really a trial and error of different beans. And now it feels really nice to be able to say, I get them right in Upton. And people are excited that it's something local.
Yes, for sure. That's a very popular brand. So
and they are so good.
There you go. All right. So people can, you said places for work, you said like parties and things. So what is the cost involved if someone wanted to like book a party or, have like you come to the work? Are there different packages you offer?
There are different packages. So I do a no-cost host booking if they want me to sell directly to their clients. I do a lot of work in like the fitness space, which is something that was unexpected and actually surprised me. And what I mean by that is I'll set up at like Pilates studios and fitness classes, and I'm not charging the gym to have me there. It's kind of a mutual benefit. They're letting me set up and sell my coffee to their customers, and I'm taking advantage of their clientele and their space, but I'm also adding an elevated experience for the fitness center that they can advertise. So for events like that, I'm not typically charging. And then I do have kind of like an equation that I use for private parties, whether that's, looking at like the amount of time that they want to have me there, the amount of people, how far they're asking me to travel. I like to stay pretty local, but I definitely am willing to travel for the right event. So the price varies. I'll typically say I'd like to do like a $200 minimum just to make it worth my time, because I can't really get between the milk and the ice and the coffee beans. I'm spending at least $100 on that anyway, whether it's for 25 people or 100 people. So I say $200 minimum, but there is flexibility with that. And like I said, for the right event, I'm willing to make it work.
What products do you offer? So when you go to events, or if someone says, hey, I want coffee delivery service, what is your menu? So what's on your menu?
So all of my coffee drinks are espresso based. Like I said, I set up with an espresso machine. So I do hot lattes, iced lattes, Americanos, espresso shots. But then I've started integrating other drinks just because people have asked for them. So now I do chai, which a lot of people have asked me for. And then I also do matcha. People are crazy about matcha. I love matcha. So I will do chai, matcha, and espresso-based lattes.
I cannot get into matcha. So I don't know if it's just finding the right matcha, or I just feel like it's very grassy flavor to me, and I just like can't get over that profile of it.
I'll make you a good matcha.
Okay, make me a good matcha and we'll try. Like I said, I just think I need to find, I had tried like a mango one, like Blooming Hearts Roastery had done
so you
one.
ventured out.
So I was like trying, but it still felt very like earthy to me. So I just think I haven't found the right, the right
Do you like
one.
green tea?
I do. I love green tea.
Okay.
So
Well, maybe I'll make you a matcha someday. Okay. We'll go from there.
Okay.
If you still don't like it, I won't be offended.
Then, right? Yeah. It could just be my taste buds. I love chai lattes. So, yes, I am glad, because I feel like I'm in the minority a lot. Like, most people do like coffee. I mean, there are people who don't, but, like, I'm always like, oh, like, chai is, like, my go-to to get my little caffeine fix.
Yeah. And another thing you asked about, but I kind of skipped over, was what I bring. And I do bring all different flavor syrups, and I try to have like a rotating menu a little bit. There are certainly some crowd favorites that I've taken off the menu, and people are like, oh, where's the cinnamon vanilla latte? That's definitely the favorite. But I try to make it seasonal. Like right now for summer, I'm doing a blueberry latte, and I do make my own blueberry syrup. And I'm doing a pistachio right now, which people are absolutely crazy about. But fall is right around the corner. I know we don't like to think about it, but
it's pumpkin season.
I'm excited for fall. But winter is going to creep up on us sooner than later. So I'm starting to think about that winter menu. And I definitely want to branch out from just pumpkin spice. I will put a pumpkin flavor on the menu, but it might be a little different than the traditional pumpkin spice. But I'm also thinking of other fall flavors, and cranberry has been coming up quite a bit, and
gingerbread.
That sounds good. Yeah. Just those warm spice flavors. My gears are definitely turning, and I'm thinking about what fall and winter flavors I'm going to put on the menu.
You said you make some of your own syrup. So what goes into making your own syrup?
So it's pretty easy, and I encourage everyone to start trying to make their coffee syrups at home, or at least give one a try. The blueberry syrup is very simple. It's just a big bag of frozen blueberries cooked down with water and a little bit of sugar. And I actually put a little bit of lemon juice in the blueberry syrup as well. It just kind of gives it that like tart freshness, and I let it all boil down, and then I just strain it, and makes like a nice thick syrupy deliciousness. It's really, really good.
That sounds really good.
Yes, it is.
Good.
Maybe I'll make you a blueberry chai.
Ooh, yes.
Or, sorry, blueberry matcha.
Ooh, yes, that would be good. Blueberry green tea. Yeah, I think that'd be great.
I think so. We'll see.
You said you do cold foams too?
I do.
Do you ever so how do you make cold foam? Like, I've seen them do it, but I'm not sure like the process of how you make.
There's so many different recipes for cold foam, and I'm always looking at other coffee shops and coffee carts and seeing how they do it and what their recipe is. But really, my recipe is very simple. It's just kind of like a softer, lighter whipped cream. If you can think of it as like a whipped cream that just isn't fully whipped yet. And then sometimes I will put the flavor directly into the cold foam, but the most popular cold foam is definitely the vanilla, which I always try to bring with me, and then I can just put the flavor in the coffee, so everyone can have the vanilla cold foam. But it's really easy. Like I said, I just get heavy cream, a little bit of my vanilla syrup, which I also make, and then whip it all together. And I'm actually using these like pancake shaker bottles for the for the cold foam, which wasn't my idea. If you look on Instagram and TikTok, that's what all the little coffee shops are using now. So
and it works. If it works,
it
right?
works. It works really well. It has the shaker ball right in it. So yeah.
Whoever
thought of that, thank you, because it's been a lifesaver.
Right, so you don't have to buy some crazy, expensive thing, pancake shaker.
Keep it cheap and easy.
You do at-home deliveries too, you had said. So how does that work? Could I just order somewhere like on an app or reach out to you and then you deliver it? Or is it more like you have to meet like a minimum? Like how does that work?
So I started with at-home deliveries, and I still will do them a little bit. I've definitely focused more on like the private parties and pop-ups more now, just because that has ramped up a little bit, that I don't have as much time to do all of the deliveries. But I really just wanted to start doing deliveries for the exposure and get my name out there. So yes, I will post. I usually try to post on my Instagram story on Thursdays where I'm going to be for the weekend and if I am going to be doing a delivery. So I will do a local delivery. I'll post for it and say, this is the area that I'm delivering to. If you want to tack on an order, I'd be more than happy to include you in that delivery and bring you a delicious coffee. But I'm not delivering Monday through Friday. Like I said, I do work full time. But on the weekends, I'll try to sneak in one little delivery window on my Instagram and let people know.
How do you keep the coffee from if you're doing these deliveries in your car? I'm just thinking if someone placed a huge order for coffee, how are you going to keep the coffee from
It's been a lot of trial and error. I did a large delivery for a school, and I wasn't as prepared for that as I thought I was, and the coffees were going all over the place, and I was like, oh no. I actually ended up just refunding them, and I was like, you know what, I wasn't as prepared for this as I thought. And that was when I first started, but now I've got it down to a science. I have a big Yeti cooler that I just put in the back of my car. I have these disposable coffee trays, and they stack perfectly in the cooler, and it keeps everything cold. And I bought ice packs that are dry ice. It's not dry ice, but they're not wet ice packs. Yeah. So I just keep them in the freezer, and it keeps everything from getting all wet and gross. And yeah, it works out great.
They don't move around too much in there.
They don't move around.
Okay, good.
I haven't figured out exactly what my maximum for delivering is, but I probably wouldn't be able to deliver more than let's say 75 maybe. But, But I haven't gotten an order that big. So if someone has an order that big, I will give it a try.
And then you'll find out. Trial and error.
Find out, yes.
What's been one of your biggest challenges as a small business owner?
That's a tough question. There's been a lot of little challenges that are unexpected. I think just exposure and having people know I exist and that this is an option, and especially in Upton, getting people to want to, travel this way. There's a lot. It seems like a lot of my clientele are in different areas. So telling them, this is where I'm going to be, and having everyone know where I'm going to be at a certain date. Just getting the word out. So that's why I really appreciate this podcast.
Yes,
and I hope that
I
think this will certainly be another, big step in the right direction for exposure. I'm excited.
Can you let us know what your Instagram is so people know where to find you and follow you?
Yes. So my Instagram is Espresso Lane _mobile. And that's ESPRESSOLANE _mobile.
And you brought some goodies for us.
I did. I'm excited for you to try them.
Yeah. So I, of course, got the chai latte. You guys know I don't drink coffee, but I took a small sip before, but I'm going to take another sip right now.
Mine's already half gone.
And then Ray's got the cinnamon vanilla.
Amazing.
Good. I'm glad.
Vanilla latte.
So
good. With almond milk.
You got almond milk. Yes, this chai is really good.
I'm one of those crazy people that will drink a hot coffee in the winter.
Me too.
And I know people don't agree with this, but I almost feel like sometimes it cools me down. That's a thing, though. You can look that up.
Well, people drink, like my aunt will drink iced coffee, like even in the winter time. So like I get it. You drink the hot, in the summertime. Like I get it. Like there are people who,
I do love the iced coffees as well. But yes, I'm having my hot maple sea salt latte, which is another one of the fan favorites.
Yeah, no, it's really good. So thank you so much for bringing these. And you have a giveaway for our listeners. You want to tell us about that?
I do, yes. So right now I'm going to offer $50 gift card, and that can be applied to $50 off an event, or you can also seek me out and see where I'm going to be for pop-ups and apply that to coffees, and that should go a long way. So, but yes, I would love to give someone $50 off an event booked with me.
Great. So I will post the giveaway details in the Radio Shop Small with Sam Facebook group, so be on the lookout for that. Thank you, Kayla, so much for coming in and talking about your small business.
Thank you, Sam, and thank you, Ray.
Need a little escape from the daily grind? Climb aboard Yacht Rock Radio with me, Captain Ray. 2 hours of smooth sailing through the biggest soft rock favorites from the late 70s and early 80s.
Late. Feels right.
It's sunshine for your ears and good vibes, smooth grooves, and songs that just feel like summer. Yacht Rock Radio with me, Captain Ray. 2 chances to listen Fridays at 6 p.m. and Sundays at 10. Only on radio.
Welcome back to Shop Small with Sam. This week on Sam Small Finds, I visited Town Crafters in Walpole. I keep seeing things on Facebook about this little local gift shop, and I finally was like, all right, I got to go and check them out. They were in Walpole at a previous location, but now they're on like off of Main Street. So they recently had moved, but they have been in Walpole for, I can't remember how many years she said now. It was a while though. But a really cute gift shop. They have things in there from local artisans, but she also has a variety of different gifts and such. I ended up making a few purchases. So she had a large collection of diamond art, those little dots and you make all the things. I couldn't do them, but my mom loves them. So I purchased a months of the year little diamond kit for her. So a set of 12. So all the different months of the year, and they each have a cute little photo. Like June here is like a little camping tent with a bonfire. December, obviously, we have a Christmas tree and some presents. October has pumpkins. August is really cute. It's got palm trees, and then it's got a sailboat in the back and some cute watermelons on a blanket. So a set of 12. My mom will love doing these. So I'm going to plan to give that to her for Christmas. And then I'm sure she'll frame them and whatnot. And they were having a sale on these too at the time when I went. It was 30% off of all the diamond art there. But again, they had candles there. She had some mystery grab bags. She had a lot of like Walpole apparel. So there was like Walpole t-shirts, hats, sweatshirts and things. She had like a kids section. She had a collection of those like pens that have funny sayings on them. She had ones that were, where's my phone? Hold on, guys. I had my phone out. But she had like all the different astrology signs. So for Capricorn, which I am a Capricorn, my pens said this about me. And as I quickly scroll through my phone, because I was not prepared. Here we go. All right. So as long as everything is how I want them, I'm very flexible. That is so true for me. It's tiring telling others how they can improve. Anything you can do, I can do faster. Rest is overrated, and financial security is my love language. So that's apparently what a Capricorn would, that's our mantras, I guess. But she had jewelry in there. She had jewelry from a local small business called Comer Tang Studio. They used to be called Part 2 Designs, and then they changed their name. But she makes like leather-based earrings or faux leather, but really cute there. But yeah, toys, candles. She had a bunch of stickers. I also purchased, excuse excuse me, a mini fairy terrarium because my eldest has a fairy garden out in the garden, and the fairy comes once a week and leaves her little gifts and things. So I thought this would be cute to leave for her. And then I also purchased this craft mix strawberry mule. So it's this little square packet, 0.25 ounces. It says just add vodka, water, and ice, and it makes one cocktail or mocktail. So I haven't tried it yet, but I am excited. I'm a big fan of mules. So we'll see if this is good. They had margarita. What else did they have? They had classic margarita. They had a mango margarita. They also just had like pink lemonade, classic lemonade. They had an espresso martini, passion fruit paloma. So they had a bunch of different ones. Oh, they even had a skinny margarita as well. But home decor, like I said, lots and lots of cute things. Let's see, pricing wise. So the little craft mixer was $2. My little fairy terrarium, it said, was $10.95. And then the Diamond Art Club was originally $34.99, but they were doing a 30% off sale, so I got it for $24.49. So really cute. 946 East Street in Walpole, Mass. Definitely check Town Crafters out. All right. My next small find. So I've had Slow Rise Bakery on the podcast before. Jen is the owner, and she brought in the sourdough bread and all the goodies. But I have recently tried a handful of the different breads she offers. So the everyday sour loaf bread was the one she originally brought on the show that Ray and I had tried, and I love that one. I have been getting that one every other week now. I really like the whole wheat presence in it, and I just think that makes it taste different than other sourdough breads I've had before. But then we also got an everything bagel sourdough bread, which I did not actually end up tasting, but my husband used it for his sandwiches, and he said it tasted exactly like an everything bagel. I'm not a huge everything bagel fan. Like, I'll eat it if it's the only bagel option, but my preference is more like cinnamon raisin or like just a plain bagel. But he said it tasted, the bread was really good and tasted just like an everything bagel. And then the most recent bread that I just picked up last week was the olive and herb. Now, I am not an olive person. I do not like them. I've tried them. I find them too salty. I do not like them. So I was a bit hesitant to try this one, but I'm like, I got to try it. And it actually was really good. I really didn't taste much of the olive in it. It definitely had more of that like herb. Now, maybe this was just like the piece I broke off, but I didn't really find it overly olive tasting, like that salty likeness that I feel like olives tend to have. And I definitely found it to be more of a flavorful herb. But she does offer these various different flavors for her sourdough loaf bread. She is currently on vacation for the rest of this month, taking some time off to spend with her kids before they go back to school. But when I picked up my order from her, I was chatting and I'm like, oh, the fall season's coming up. Do you offer any fall like flavors? I'm like a pumpkin? And she was like, yes. She's like, I actually am thinking about doing that. And I'll even shape it in the shape of a pumpkin. I'm like, yep, sign me up for that. That one my husband will definitely not touch. He doesn't like anything pumpkin, but I am everything pumpkin. I love pumpkin flavored stuff. So I think a pumpkin sourdough bread would be delicious. All right, moving on, the small biz buzz this week. Today, actually, is the Vandervalk Farm and Winery Summer Market. So that is taking place today, again, 12 to 5 p.m. They're going to have over 30 vendors. It's free admission. Then you can enjoy the winery. They've got the wine, the beer. They got the wine slushies. They usually have like a different special each week. I know last weekend was like the watermelon wine slushies, which I have yet to try and I really want to. So that is on my list to do. So maybe I will go check out that today and then get my watermelon wine slushie. But check that out if you're interested. It's at Vandervalk Farm and Winery, and that's located in Mendon. And then the next upcoming event we have, Wednesday, August 18th, Flock and Flourish is doing a decoupage sneakers. So that is going to be from 5 to 7 p.m. and the cost is $40. Oh, it's called Snazzy Sneakers is the event. Ooh. Okay, create a one-of-kind create a one-of-a-kind pair of sneakers using decoupage techniques. You gotta let them know your size, and they will provide you all the supplies. So the photo that they have for the event is kind of cool. It looks like they've got some like white sneakers, and then they've got some decoupage like flowers on there. So looks really cool. If you're into decoupage, definitely check it out. So snazzy sneakers at Flock and Flourish on, what did I say? Oh, I said Wednesday, August 18th, but hold on, that might be wrong because then the thing says Tuesday, August 18th. Hold on, did I write down the wrong thing? Yes, I did. Sorry. Tuesday, August 18th. That is when my youngest is turning 1 already. She's 1 already, guys. Can't believe where the year went. Okay, so sorry. Yes. Flock and Flourish, Tuesday, August 18th from 5 to 7. It is $40. Got to let them know your size ahead of time, and you'll be making a pair of decoupage sneakers. That's all I got for the Small Biz Buzz this week. And now we're going to move on to our local love segment. This week is a local love, and I'm just going to quickly pull up the Facebook post, which is doing a lot better, I feel like, than the form. So that's fine. You guys don't like forms? That's fine. I'm a form person because, again, my legal background and whatnot, but that's okay. Facebook it is. Makes it easier. I just got to go and find. Here it is here. All right. This week's local love. So here's some new nominations. We've got... All right, Michelle is nominating Charming Treasures. I've never heard of this business before. An amazing local business in a small town. It's in Scituate, Rhode Island. A hidden gem. I will have to check that out. Kathleen nominated Herbs Make Sense. Love their tea and love the owner. I agree. The owner, Terry, is fantastic. We've also got Rai has nominated the Coffee Bar Cafe. Donna and family were our neighbors for years. I babysat for baby Michael, who is now out in the workforce. Food, drinks are scrumptious. Ambience is even more tantalizing. Yes, and they recently won that contest from the Charmed Porch. So now I haven't seen it yet. I'll probably see it when I drive into the office this upcoming week. But they got their whole porch decked out by the Charmed Porch. So they won the contest there. All right. And then I will pick, let's see. Oh, I got 2 more. I might as well shout them out. All right. Then I've got Nikki is nominated Diamond Moon Boutique for always being that girl. Yes, Dominique is great and her store is amazing. And then Bunny has nominated the Toll Booth. This is a long one. Oh my goodness. Okay. A charming little shop with treasures for gifts, home decorating, or just treating yourself. Plus, Donna, who that's the owner, is a joy and never fails to help you find just the right gift and then wrap it in a way that makes your gift even more special. Yes, it does. The Toll Booth is a great little gift store in Blackstone. But yes, you can always find something. I should have Donna come on the show too. I got to reach out to her. But yeah, she always finds things from Pennsylvania and Dutch country. So if you like that kind of style, the Toll Booth is where you should go for that. So yes, thank you everyone for those local love nominations. Greatly appreciate it. Keep them coming. Again, every month I will randomly select a winner to win a fabulous prize. Okay, that's it for episode 20. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you enjoyed. Thanks again to Kayla from Espresso Lane coming in and talking to us about her small business. And thanks to our community partner, Diamond Moon Boutique, located in Milford, a local boutique offering stylish women's clothing and accessories in all sizes. Thanks so much for listening, and don't forget to shop small.